Hey everyone, I've just put a quick mobility video together here for you today. I'm starting to hear a lot of people getting sore and stiff, want to train but don't want to train intensely. So this is something that's perfect to throw in the morning as a workout on a non-training day if you want to keep moving. Something you can do before bed, something you could do in addition to your workout. It's something you can use at any time. If done slowly, it's just a nice little stretch, a nice little movement pattern. If done as in a back-to-back routine, can feel like a little bit of a circuit, so very, very useful thing to do. So I'm going to go through a series of exercises really quickly to explain how I want you to execute them and how many reps, and then you can use this video to come back to. So we're not going to do the full workout, I'm going to demo and explain the reps. So exercise number one will be a gecko. This is great for your hips. So you'll go down into a push-up position, you'll bring your foot up as high as you can to the side, take it back and onto the other side. Just about a 1 to 2 second hold at the top, okay? And you're gonna do about 10 on each side, depending. If you're really good at it, you can get away with 5. If you're really tight, I would advise doing a few more, 10, 15 or so. Whilst you're down there, you're gonna go into your all 4 position, okay? And we're gonna do some T-spine rotations. So what you're gonna do is what we call thread the needle. So you reach through and you bring the arm out, open and stretch. So thread through, open and stretch. Look at your fingertips, try and open up your chest and rotate into it, and try and keep your hips as still as you can. So on that one there, you'll do 5 on one side, thread the needle and open up, and 5 on the other side, so T-spine rotation. Once you've done that, we're going to lay down flat on the floor. We've done these ones before in our classes and that, so you're just going to do some Ys. Everything down flat, hands off the ground, reach out and extend, pull it back in and out again. Okay, the aim on that one, again, movement wise, if you're okay, something like 5 will be fine, but try and aim for 10. If you are very tight, try and do a few more repetitions up to 12, 15, just to try and get it looser. The aim on that one is to get the arms straight. Don't try and get them closer and bent. If they have to go wide, let them go wide and let them be straight. So we're 3 down there. Number 4, you're going to come back onto your hands and knees again. We do what we call some fire hydrants. Okay, so I'll show you one way. So on this one, we're going to do 5 forward and 5 backwards on one side, and then you're going to do 5 forwards and 5 backwards on the other side. So you'll be in your 4-point position, and you're going to draw a big circle with your knee. So like you're a dog peeing on a fire hydrant. Okay, so you'll do 5 backwards and 5 forwards on each side. Okay, this is to open up the hips, open up the hip flexors, get the glutes a little bit working as well. A lot of people are sitting down a lot. You should feel all around that hip area. Very, very useful exercises. So you've got 4 there. Okay, whilst we're down on the floor as well, just a couple of stretches that I do feel is very important. So I've got 3 stretches for you. Hip flexors. You'll have one foot in front of the other. Okay, hands above your head, and you're going to push your hips forward into the stretch. You're going to feel it around your top of your quad there, and what we call your hip flexor. So you're going to hold for about 30 seconds, and then you'll change onto the other side and do 30 seconds on that side. Now again, if you feel quite loose and don't feel too bad, 1's fine. If you do feel tight, 2 or 3 on each side would be perfect. As soon as you've got that, one for the glute, and anybody that is maybe feeling some pains in like sciatica type pains and things like that, you're going to go into your 4-point position, bring one leg across the body, okay, and now that's my right leg across. With my left side, I'm just going to slide back and stretch. Now because I've got my right leg across, I'm going to feel that in my right glute, okay, my right butt cheek. Again, 30 seconds on each side will be absolutely fine. So show you forward on, left foot across, right foot slide back. Now I'm going to feel my left glutes, my left leg's across. Okay, 30 seconds. If it's very tight, up the intensity, so do a couple of rounds on each one. Down into your 4-point position. With this one, you're going to have your hands forward, and we're going to go into the prayer stretch. So what we're going to do on the prayer stretch is just sit back into our exercise, stretch out our back muscles. You can do 30 seconds, and then you're going to roll forward into a Sphinx stretch. A little bit of yoga for you here. Okay, so this is now going to stretch out your abs, and then you're going to lean back for 30 seconds into the prayer stretch. So again, like I've said, if you feel loose, 1 on each side, okay, And if you feel like you need a bit more, you're feeling a bit tight, do 2 or 3 sets, sticking to that 30 seconds. So